Hey Coogs, welcome back to another episode of Coogs Take. I'm Jala Mason here with Andrea Nava and Winter Bogan. So to kick things off, we all heard about that huge Lionel Messi and PSG signing back in August. So I want to know, does adding Messi make PSG an automatic shoo-in for the Champions League? Andrea, what do you think?
I think that's a really good question because, obviously from a fan standpoint, it's so evident that a team with so many stars is going to be so attractive in terms of playing style. It's going to be flashy. It's going to be entertaining to watch. However, you cannot buy your players. You cannot buy a team like PSG has. PSG has built a foundation off of oil money, which is why you have stars like Mbappe, Neymar, Verratti, Di Maria, which obviously, it looks fantastic on paper. With that many stars, you wouldn't doubt anything other than, you're looking for a win, obviously. However, the way that this team is built, there's no way that you can depend on this team because I can tell you right now, you two guys combined have the same amount of Champions League trophies as PSG has had in their entire franchise history. So I can't necessarily say, oh yeah, they're going to win a Champions League when they haven't. And this is not the first season that they've had Neymar, Mbappe, Di Maria, Verratti. They have had many opportunities to do that, except, you look at this season's context with Champions League and Liga 1. They are at the top of the league, which, is normal because they do play in a farmers league. That's not an opinion, that's kind of a fact. And in the Champions League, they're at the top of their group. However, they are tied with a Belgium team that was expected to be in the bottom of that group stage. So it's like you have to add context to a lot of what they're doing. They have won 4 out of their 5 last matches. So, they had that 2-0 win against Manchester City, which, that's a very solid Champions League team. So, it's looking bright. The coach, Pochettino, I have a lot of confidence in him to transform this team into a Champions League winning team. He did great things with the Spurs, with Tottenham. If you're a football watcher, you know that Pochettino has done great things. So there's nothing more that I'm expecting than a Champions League win. And as a Barca fan, I would love to see Neymar and Messi lift up a trophy again, a Champions League trophy. And like I said, there's no excuse. You have Mbappe up top, you have Neymar and Messi who have had that Barcelona connection, and then they're back playing together again. They know each other very well. You have Lionel Messi with Di Maria to his right. They play on the national team together, the Argentina national team. They know each other very well. That whole attack should not be in the trenches. It really shouldn't. However, they just lost their most recent league game 2-0, and everyone was playing, absolutely everyone. So it's just a matter of, are you willing to actually make this team solid with connections, or are you just, throwing money at whoever you can reach out? Because you still have teams like Bayern, like Dortmund, like, this rate, Man City, Pep Guardiola is doing very well growing that squad. You've got Phil Foden. But going back to that, I really think if he puts in the effort to not just depend on individual star power, there's a great chance for them to proceed and be the upper hand in the Champions League.
All right. So, Winter, what do you think about that?
I would have to agree. I feel like you made very valid points and the connections were subpar.
Thanks, thank you.
Now switching over to the NFL, we're about a quarter of the way through the season, and of course, everyone has their picks for MVP. So Winter, who do you have?
My MVP pick for the year will probably be Tom Brady. I'm predicting that they're going to go to the Super Bowl again and get another ring, and Tom Brady, of course, is going to be MVP because it's just the way that wherever he goes, he builds a culture, and he has that around him, like just as last year. It was like his first year with the Bucs, and he brought in Leonard Fournette. He just brought in Richard Sherman this year, and they won a ring their first year. So it's like I just feel like no matter what he does, and he had multiple rings, and with the Patriots, it's a sure thing.
So you think the way that he's a veteran is going to improve wherever he goes, or is going to, leave a great sort of energy wherever he goes because he's a veteran?
Yes, I feel like his personality, the way he operates, and the way he is a leader and the way his leadership surrounds the team, it makes everybody want to come with him. You know what I mean? It's either like get right or get left with me. You know what I mean? And I just feel like that's why he's been so successful for the past decade, to be honest with you.
So you don't think his time to hang up the boots is going to be around the corner anytime soon?
I feel like if he can play as long. I feel like he is like what Brett Favre. He's like a reincarnated Brett Favre. He's gonna go as long as he can. Yeah. He's not gonna stop just because of his age. He's gonna go until he can't go anymore. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, I see that.
That makes sense.
All right, so Andrea, what did you think?
I personally have Kyler Murray as my MVP. You know, you see the way that he's helped Arizona keep that 4-0 winning streak. They're the only team left in the NFL that's doing it like that. You know, the way that team is doing it. He's had a huge impact, so I'm going to stick with him.
I definitely feel like, to add on to your point, that it definitely took him some time to get acclimated to the NFL and all that, because, I mean, while his first 2 years weren't bad at all, I just feel like, especially with the weapons that he got, you know, he just recently got J.J. Watt and D-Hop from the Texans. I just feel like that really has helped him with his success.
No, definitely. That's another example as to how you are meant to build a team rather than, you know,
yes.
buy players into it. So yes. I agree with you on that as well.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
Yeah, I love those picks as well. So now the NBA is just 2 weeks away, and there have been so many exciting trades and signings. So I want to know which two teams you'll have in the finals in June.
Personally, I have Brooklyn, I have the Nets, and I have Los Angeles. I'm not gonna lie to you, yeah, but I'm gonna fixate a little bit more on Brooklyn. I think they're the heavy favorites, to be honest. Like, I'm just gonna go out there and say that. Mm-hmm. You still have James Harden. You have all these star players that have been performing like they should. I don't think they're gonna slow down, to be honest, and hopefully this season doesn't prove me wrong.
Yeah. I would have to agree. I feel like we both had the same picks. I think that's actually kind of funny. I feel like my picks for the finals would also be the Nets and the Lakers, but I also feel like it's going to be interesting because, both teams actually have multiple, like, all-star, like, veterans, like, veterans. Like, with the Nets, I feel, though, as if everyone on the team can stay healthy, because, with Kyrie, he was out last season with his injuries.
For sure.
And, Blake Griffin, I mean, nothing against him, but it's just, how he was in the past.
Yeah, it's not a team with youngsters. It's a team with veterans, and then
yes.
that's also where the confidence comes from, but as well as confidence, you have to be cautious with your veteran players, and
yes.
if they stay fit and they have, consistency within their playing style, I think they're going to do great.
Honestly, and I just feel as though if everybody can stay healthy and they could all, like, I feel like they play well together given that their long series in the playoffs.
No,
they had a long series, but it's just, they didn't have that Kyrie to help them get there, even though KD, he did what he had to do. James Harden did what he had to do, but I just feel like if everybody can stay healthy, stay together, they'll be for sure. But then you also have, on the other side, the Lakers. Who did they bring on? They have LeBron James, of course, AD. They don't even have Iguodala anymore. Just multiple heavy hitters, all-stars, and they have those people in the Lakers, and I feel like that's also a force to be reckoned with as well. You can't underestimate them, especially LeBron James. I feel like he's always going to be a heavy hitter no matter what's going on, despite that ankle injury that he had last season. But we'll see.
We will. So thanks so much, guys, for tuning in. That's all we have for you today. I'm Jala Mason, here with Andrea Nava and Winter Bogan, and this has been Coogs Take.